She's a bad man.
What's up, ladies? Hey fellas, it's Nasia Shell. Welcome back to another video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, because over here you're gonna get all the vibes. Also, don't forget to hit your post notification bell so you can get more of me, Nasia Shell. What's up, y'all? I decided to make a little video today. I guess this would be considered in my cocktail hour videos, but y'all know your girl is about to turn 29 in just, when this video comes out, really in just a few short days. 29 years old is crazy. But I was like, let me just get on here and share some things that I feel like I have learned, just have a little girl chit chat with y'all, and let's y'all talk about approaching my very last year in my 20s. I can't believe it, my very last year in my 20s. So yeah, if you're interested, if you're a young girl, if you're a girl in your mid-20s, or if you feel like some of the things that I may talk about will resonate with you, just stay for the video and stay tuned. So let's get into it. The first thing that I really wanted to talk about was making friends in adulthood, because as you get older, you realize how important community really is. And I used to be one of those girls that would be like, you know, no new friends. I don't know if y'all remember this song. It may just be my generation, but no new friends, no new friends, no new. If you remember that song, comment below. But I used to be one of those girls, no new friends, no new friends, no new friends, no. But anyway, that was when I was much younger. And as I started reaching like my mid-20s, even when I got in college, I started to realize like it's nothing wrong with having new friends. There's nothing wrong with meeting new people. Like, this is how you build your community. If you're only just around the people that you've always been around, then how would you expect to grow in life? It's almost impossible. And so I feel like some of the perks of making friends in adulthood is like, you really pick your friends in adulthood. I feel like when you're younger, you kind of just pick your friends based off who lives in your neighborhood, the people in your class, the people you play sports with, your mom, maybe best friends with your friend's mom. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't really hand pick your friends, but the older you get, you pick people that are like-minded like you. Like, you also pick friends, you have friends that are in levels in life that you're trying to get to. You also have friends that are exactly on the same playing field as you, and you also have friends that aren't in the same space in life with you. But however, in each one of these friendships, the key thing is it's an intentional choice. You know, you make a choice to be friends with this person. You're not friends just because y'all see each other every day. You actually have to make time for this person. You have to like this person. You have to love this person. You grow with this person. Like I said, it's like-minded. Y'all are like-minded individuals. So I feel like that's one thing that I really had to learn to kind of be open-minded to, was later on in life, just making friends. It's okay to have friends. It's okay to make friends in adulthood. It don't have to be just your A1 since day one. I love my A1 since day one, but also I just feel like the A1 since day one mindset is kind of out the window the older you get. It's like, yes, I have my A1 since day one, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I am open to meeting new people. Of my new friends that I have met in adulthood, I love those girls. You know what I'm saying? We bring different things to the table. We can talk, we can chat, we can vibe, and it's just good energy. So like, I feel like all of us can help each other in some way in life. And I feel like you want to have friends that are assets. Not saying you using your friends, but everybody should strive to be an asset in some way for each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't just want to have liability friendships around here. So yeah, community friendships, that's one thing that I feel like I had to learn to focus and nourish more as I started to get older and just reach my mid-20s, now in my late 20s. Just learning to build community for yourself is very important, and it's okay to have new friends. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was the crazy mindset shift that I had. And what's crazy, y'all know how they say your frontal lobe fully develops at 25. So I remember being 25 like it was yesterday. And so many things changed about me. I'm talking my body, my mind, like so many things changed in my life at 25. And I was like, you know, it's because I'm really getting it all together now. Like, I'm a grown up. I'm a grown woman. So this is why all these changes are occurring. But to be honest, you think that frontal lobe is developed at 25, but you just keep getting on. Just keep pushing in them 20s. And I'm pretty sure that women in their 30s and 40s will say the same thing. You just keep pushing. You're going to realize your mind going to keep changing every year. Every year, your mind is going to change. Like, I have had such a crazy mindset shift. Sometimes it scares me. Like, the things that I used to have interest in, I just simply don't have interest for anymore. The things that I used to desire, I just simply don't desire anymore. I used to be one of those girls. I never kind of been like a FOMO, like a really fear of missing out girl. But at the same time, like, I did used to feel like I need to be outside. Like, what's sitting in the house on a Saturday? Are you crazy? Are you losing your mind sitting in the house on a Saturday? Who? But it's like now sometimes I can't wait to Saturday to just sit in the house. Sit in the house, relax. I might sip on me a little bit of wine. I might sip on me a kombucha or something. Make myself a mocktail. But just sit and enjoy my home. When I was younger, I loved my home. But the way I like to curate my space now is different. The way I like to just sit out on the porch and watch them kids in the neighborhood. You wouldn't have caught me doing it in my early 20s. What that wouldn't have brought me no peace. But the things now that bring me peace and joy is so much different than when I look back at my early 20s. It's just different. I don't know, the things that excite me, just everything is just so different. It is crazy. And when I tell you this, when your mindset starts to make that shift, and maybe some of your friends' mindsets have not made those shifts yet, don't be so hard on them. You know, don't be so hard. It's all about grace. You got to give them grace, extend grace to them, extend grace to yourself, because you're going to be learning yourself each and every time. When I was 20, I thought I was grown. I thought I had it all together. When I was 25, I was like, oh, I'm real grown. I definitely got it all together. Now that I'm about to be 29, I know that I'm grown, but now it's like, I'm grown and I'm figuring it out. Baby, I don't got nothing together. I'm trying to figure it out. You know, I'm doing the best I can with what I have. But you realize that you get to the point in life where it's nothing to prove about being grown anymore. You doing all the grown up things. You've been a big girl for a long time. You know, I feel like in your early 20s, and even at 25, your mid 20s, it's something that you need to prove. Like, I'm grown. You need to prove that. But when you really step into womanhood, it's nothing else left to prove about being grown anymore, if that makes sense. I'm just naming random things. I don't know what this video is going to be called, but this is just random things that I've noticed about myself as I have progressed through my 20s. That's basically what we're talking about. Random things that I have noticed about myself as I have progressed through my 20s. Now that I'm about to be in my last year of my 20s, I just kind of want to talk about some of the differences that I've noticed in my life. Even down to the fact of like hanging out with my mama. I used to think hanging out with my mama was so lame. Now I be wanting to hang out with my mama. Girl, let's do this. Let's do that. Come up here. Come visit me. Let me take you here. Let me take you there. I don't know. It's just different, and it's crazy because it's just like randomly. I don't know if this happened for, and tell me in the comments if this has happened for you if you're already 30. But a lot of times the mindset shifts that I have, like it'll be different things. I'll wake up one day and I'll all of a sudden be like, I don't want to do this anymore, or I want to start doing this. All of a sudden, out the blue, it's just like, I don't know, it's like a little light bulb go off, and it's like, oh, I'm actually stopping that, and I'm starting this. And you start to realize, this is another thing I want to tell y'all young ladies, your body is your temple. And I know You eat what you want right now, you still look good. You drink how you want right now, you still look good. When I say drink, I mean like sodas, alcoholic beverages. You drink right now. You do all these things because you can. You young, you hot, you popping, right? I'm still young, I'm still hot, and I'm still popping. However, the closer you get to them 30s, their body ain't finna play with you no more. It's not about to play with you anymore. It's not about to play. That weight is gonna stick. You're gonna be sick as a dog. You're gonna need 2-day recoveries after drinking alcohol. You gonna learn like getting drunk. No, baby, I have a drink limit when I go out. And I don't even drink shots anymore. I have not had a shot in 2025. And when I say I haven't had a shot, I mean like I'll drink a mixed drinks. I get it, you put a shot in it. But however, just a raw alcoholic shot of liquor, not doing it. Not doing it anymore because it don't sit right with me anymore. I can't keep doing stuff to my body that don't sit right anymore. I love spicy stuff. I used to be a Chester's hot fries, hot Cheetos. I love hot chips. Baby, I have heartburn now. I be having heartburn. I be having to take a little omeprazole. What? You can't put the things in your body that you used to put in your body. And don't get me wrong, I still indulge a little bit every now and again, but it's not like on a regular for me anymore. If I get myself like a little hot chip or something, it's truly a treat. I can count on my hands how many times a year that I like do that, when it used to be like a weekly thing for me. I just can't do it anymore. The things that you put in your body, it's going to show. You're gonna have to like take the things you put in your body serious. You're gonna have to come up. It's actually gonna be a non-negotiable that you get your body moving. I'm always falling off when it comes to working out, but however, I am gonna work out. You have got to. I'm telling you. You have really, one thing that I've learned is when they say your body is your temple, your body is truly a temple, and you're going to get out of it what you put in it. Actually, that applies to life. You're going to get out of life what you have put into life. I don't want to ramble y'all head off, so I think I'm going to do like 5 things, and then I'm going to end the video. I think we're on number 4. The last thing that I have learned in my 20s is that life is going to be full of pivots. And what I mean by that is you may plan your life out exactly how you want to go, right? Newsflash, just a joke. It's not even gonna happen that way. It's not gonna happen that way. And even when it starts happening that way, something is gonna happen and it's gonna shift, right? And now you gotta learn how to pivot. So being an adult is all about learning how to pivot when circumstances are no longer serving you. When circumstances are no longer allowing you to grow. When circumstances are starting to hold you back. When circumstances didn't go the way that you expected them to go. You're going to have to learn to pivot. Pivot can mean different things. As far as like, I've been a nurse. Y'all, I swear have explored several different specialties in nursing. And a lot of times I made these pivots because during my life at the time, at one point in time, this was working for me. However, now this is happening. And now I got to find this that works for me. And then I'm pretty sure in the future something else is going to happen. And now I got to find out what works for me in that stage of my life. So in each stage of your life, things will require you to pivot. You might have to get a different job. You might have to pick up your life and move your life. You might have to make a career change. I don't know. You might lose your job on a whim and you have to pivot. But you're going to have to be comfortable with understanding that life is going to be full of changes and it's forever changing, and you have to adapt with that. It's not like when we were kids and if something is not going our way, we can pitch a fit about it and somebody's going to fix it. No. If it's not going your way, you're going to have to learn how to face those challenges and make it work for you. Point blank, period. Because the more I grow, the more I realize how unpredictable life is. If you would have asked me at 19 years old, where would I be right now? Some of the things that I would say would be accurate, but a lot of the things would be so inaccurate. It's just very different. I've probably said this before, but I've never had dreams of being married. Look at me, a happily married woman. You know what I'm saying? So life is just unpredictable and things are going to come at you, and that is fine. You just got to learn how to work through it. It's okay to make mistakes. We all fall short. No one is perfect. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to try it again. Don't be afraid to try it 10 times. If they knock you down 9 times, baby, get up 10, word to Cardi B. For real. So things that I want to leave you with before I go, because I feel like I have talked y'all head off. Adapt you a nice routine. Get you a routine. We need routines, because if you don't have routine, you're all over the place. And as an adult who has things going on in their lives, you need a routine. You need balance, okay? And balance is kind of like not real, but kind of real at the same time. You just got to figure it out. That's hard to explain. However, you need a routine. Get up in the morning. Do something with yourself. Be put together. Manage the things that you put in your body. Manage the things that you consume. Get yourself a hobby. Get a hobby. You're going to need that. Try to be a well-versed human if you can. Don't be afraid to pivot in life. Don't be afraid when circumstances don't go your way. Just learn how to adapt and make those changes. Try to exude joyful energy. Try to exude inviting energy. You know what I'm saying? Try to show yourself friendly in a sense so that you can make relationships, have new friendships, and just nourish those friendships and have community for yourself, because you're going to need it in adulthood. You're going to need it. This is actually not a drill. You're going to need it. I'm not telling you something that I heard. This is the things that I know. When you wake up in the morning with random mindset shifts, don't let nobody deter you from it. If that's what you want to do, take a shot at it. Do what you want to do. Make the change that you want to make, because you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. And last thing I'm going to say is, no matter what you do, kill it while you're doing it. Kill it. Keep your head up. My mama always told me, when you walk in a room, chin up, chest out, confidence on, smile on your face. Go in that room and do your thing. Be you. Be you. Nobody can be you like you can be you. It don't matter who in the room. Don't ever be intimidated by the rooms that you are in, because you belong to those rooms. Always know that you're exactly who you think you are. Okay? Yeah, you are. You're exactly who you think you are. And be exactly who you want to be. And even if you're not there yet, make those steps to be that person, to become who you want to be. So yeah, chin up, chest out, put a smile on your face, show yourself friendly, exude confidence, and kill it at whatever you do. I hope this video helped you in some kind of way. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you in my next video. Love you so much. Bye.
I don't wanna